Hey, what's up, garden family? Today we're going to be showing you how to clone this Coleus right here. So if you've never cloned before, I'm going to show you. There's many branches on this Coleus. It's right here in our front window at the store, Little Shop of Hydros. We're going to be cutting off the tops basically of these right here, these big tops. Just want to set up the camera here in just a second and you'll be able to see the process. Just wanted to show you the plant first. Yo, what's up, garden family? It's Jeremy again with Little Shop of Hydros. Again, you saw the last video. We were getting the plants ready, the clones ready to be able to do the cloning process. We cut them off the main mother plant. Now I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. Lots of times, if I'm doing cannabis clones and things like that, I want to add something to the water and then soak my cubes into it before I do the cloning. So right now we're going to be using some rock resonator. Or Rootinator, sorry, not Resonator, that's another product of theirs, but Rootinator. So we're going to add like 1 mil, very little amount, just to kind of help with the rooting process. So we'll just drop a little bit in the water, nothing crazy. Give it a good mix. Mix it up a little bit, then we're going to soak these plugs in there. And then we're going to put them in our little dome system here. As you can see, we have an insert tray. There's going to be a bottom tray on the bottom of this as well eventually. And then the top tray is going to be, or the top dome is going to act as a mini greenhouse. So basically, we're going to put a few cubes in here. You can see our Coleus cuttings over here ready to be cloned. So we got our root riots over here. Awesome little rooting plugs here. If you've never tried root riots, you can see here. They come pre-moistened in the bag. I like to, like I said, inoculate the cubes with a little bit of some kind of rooting inoculant or some nutrients. So we're just going to dunk them in there. You're going to see that I'm going to squeeze out the excess. You see there's some moisture on there. We just don't want it pouring out. We just want a good amount of moisture to keep these clones happy while they root. So we're going to spread them out a little bit. Actually, I meant to put another one on a different one. So we're going to spread these out a little bit to give them space in between. Normally, if you're doing a lot of clones, give them one space in between. Maybe skip a row or something like that, so you're not adding too many plants. And then, like I said earlier, if you have too much moisture inside the little mini greenhouse, that can be a bad thing. You can run into moisture and mold and problems like that. So you don't want to have any issues. Just kind of space them out. Use multiple trays if you have a lot of clones to do. So we're just going to spread them out. Soak these in there, like I said. Squeeze out the excess. And then we got 6 Coleus clones over here we're going to be cutting, and then we have another plant over here. I think that's what is that, geranium or something?
Something.
So as you can see, they're right over here. So now we have all our little rooting plugs. They're going to be soaked and ready to go in here. So now all we're going to do, we're going to be using the Clonex rooting gel. So another awesome product. Go right along with your root rides from the same company. Created both, so we're going to be using this little packet here since I already have it open. Just wanted to show you what we're using on a bigger tub of it. See if actually there is some still in here. Actually, there we go. Not enough, maybe. There it is. You can see it's like a purplish color. We're going to use a razor blade today. Some people use scissors, as we were discussing earlier. You can use scissors, but as I said earlier, we're doing surgery on these plants, so we want to be as clean as possible and as sterile as possible. We're going to use a little bit of 91% isopropyl alcohol. We're going to just clean our razor blade before we do the cut, the initial and the final cut of the clone. So, just kind of clean off your razor blade. Maybe clean off your hands a little bit wherever you're going to be touching the plants. Some plants are not as delicate as others. And as I said earlier, if you're cutting, maybe, you're at a facility, you're cutting cannabis clones, or you're doing your own cannabis clones, those are a lot more valuable plants than maybe this Coleus here, so you want to be a little more sterile, like we were saying. So we're going to cut a 45-degree angle. We have our cloning gel right over here, our Clonex, so we're going to do a 45-degree angle. You want a nice clean cut. You're going to put it right into the gel. Slather it on there. You're going to go right into the cube. Just push it down in. Boom. Just make sure it's standing nice and sturdy. You can pull it up. It's in there. You don't want to push too hard. If it's not going in right away, you might have to use one of your a stem that you've already cut off, pre-poke the hole. That'll save you from breaking the actual stem on the clone. So we'll go ahead and do that just to be on the safe side. Don't want to push it all the way down because you want it to still be firm when you put it in there. So, you know, since earlier, as I said, we cut off the excess foliage here, cleaned up the stem. We want to do a nice 45-degree angle cut. Boom, nice clean cut. Right into the gel and right into the cube. So remember what I said earlier, give these enough spacing because they're already going to be touching from the foliage. But if they were right next to each other, it's going to be too cramped. You're going to create mold inside of your dome system here. A lot of times too, what I didn't do at the beginning, which you should do, like I said, if a more valuable crop, check your pH of the water you're soaking the cubes into, because that could make a big difference as well. If the pH is way too low or way too high, it could cause a lot of problems. So we're just going to keep on plugging as we go. And you know, it helps if you do these processes the way we've done them today. Prepare your cuttings before you're cloning. It saves you a lot of time in this process right here. You don't have to we have to do the stop and go method, I guess. So we're going to keep on going as we go here. So we're just going to, we got a few more to cut. I think we got 3 more. We're just going to keep on plugging them. We're almost done here. Right into the gel. Right into the cube. 2 more of these coleus. And I think we have a geranium over there. We're just going to do that one for the hell of it, just because it was sitting there. And why not add it to this little dome here and give it a nice little family to root with. So,
and all cuts are available for sale.
That's right. They're all available for sale. So if you come into Little Shop of Hydros, give us another, you know, maybe a week to 2 weeks. These will be rooted and ready to go. So if you're looking for a nice, beautiful coleus, you saw from the beginning video how big that thing can get. That's already been cut a couple times. So, you know, these things can definitely, this is the gift that you keep on giving. So if you get one, you can clone it yourself. As you've seen right there, you know, that was the whole full cloning process. They're all in the insert. They're ready to go in their tray. We're just going to be able to close the dome on top of them. Boom, like so. Close up your vents. Make sure your vents are closed so you keep that moisture in there. Keep them happy. As they're rooting about 5 to 7 days in, you're going to start adjusting that's the whole cloning process. I'm Jeremy with Little Shop of Hydros. Come in. We'll show you everything you need for it. Oh, we go.